Hi everyone. Today I'm going over an important matter for those who are considering using PED. I'm going to explain you what you should do if you want to start using performance-enhancing drugs. Should you go on HRT or should you start a cycle of steroids and its consequent PCT therapy? So what are the pros and cons on being on HRT for your entire life compared to cycling PED? Remember, this video is for educational purpose only. So, if you ever consider to do this, please speak to your doctor. Let's start with HRT and its pros. Why anyone would go on HRT? First of all, HRT is legal. All you need is a medical prescription from your doctor. Another important aspect is related to health. If you go to HRT clinic, they are going to test you, see you blood work to make sure that you're healthy, and they will keep monitoring you. Hence, if they notice that something is happening, they can make the necessary adjustments. So, although it's not safe to take testosterone, they try to make it more safer, and that's a huge advantage. It's the same that it's happening with Hollywood actors, especially the ones that star into superheroes movies, like Chris Hemsworth, The Rock, and many others. They are taking PED, but they are constantly followed by doctors to make sure they are as healthy as possible. Next one, and it's very important. You know that what they are giving you is real and not a fake. You can rest assured that inside that what you get, it's what it's stated on the label. Instead, with steroids, and especially with Sarms, it's possible to get fake product or underdosed products. If you buy Sarms online, on website you don't know, you can't be 100% sure it's get the compound you're paying for. And this is very important, since you're playing with your hormones and your health, and injecting a fake PED can be really dangerous. Number 4. HRT is for the long term, and it will keep your testosterone levels at a constant rate in your blood. In fact, you will not experience mood swings or bad days when you feel crushed, because you will not have ups and downs in your testosterone levels. You will always feel good. Another pros, and it quite seem a minor one, but trust me, it is not. You're going to learn how to proper do a shot. Many bodybuilders buy steroids online, and they start injecting them by themselves. By doing so, you're doing injections in dangerous spots or without having the necessary precautions. Imagine, that often happens that these people mistake the dosage of the PED because they are not able to take correctly measurement, and this can be quite dangerous for your health, especially if they are injecting insulin. So, learn from medics how to properly inject things or let them do it for you. Number 6. It's not a big deal, but it's a bonus. You don't get labeled as a junkie or drug addict since you're using HRT, which was prescribed by a doctor. Now let's move to the cons of using HRT. Number 1. HRT is very expensive, and consider you have to take it for all of your life. So you're going to spend a lot of money for your shots. Number 2. You're not going to put tons of muscle, like you would have by using steroids or Sarms. Don't expect putting on 10 or 15 pounds in a cycle. You're not gonna go from looking like a normal guy to Chris Bumstead in 3 months or even more. HRT, hormone replacement therapy or TRT, which testosterone replacement therapy, are only just replacing what your body was supposed to produce in the first place, or you might maximize what an elite body might produce in terms of muscle development. But don't expect to become a huge muscular guy. HRT or TRT will definitely help you to put on more muscle, help you with recovery and feeling better. Number 3. It's really hard to get a prescription for HRT or TRT unless you know a doctor that is willing to prescribe it. In fact, these therapy are designed for people who has actual low levels of testosterone. Number 4. As I already said, HRT is for life. It's a commitment, and so you have really to think through if you're going to be able to do it for your entire life. It's not something that you start and 6 months later you get tired of and you go off, expecting that everything will be normal. It doesn't work like that. Number 5. People still may criticize you for taking HRT, although it's doctor prescribes. There will be haters that will offend you. Maybe you go to an amateur event, you win, and someone will tear you down saying that you only won because you are on TRT or HRT. Last one. We still don't know if using HRT or TRT can negatively affect your life expectancy. At the moment, it doesn't seem to have a negative effect, and I don't think it might have it. In fact, you're only getting testosterone to put you in the normal range, maybe on the higher end, but still in the normality. Now, let's move into cycling on and off from PED. What are the pros? First of all, you're going to make gains a lot faster. You're going to progress really quickly in the gym, and you will see great results just after one cycle. Next one. Cycling will allow you to go beyond your genetic limit for muscle. In fact, with steroids you will trespass your natural limit and make new gains, and those gains are going to be huge. 20 or even more pounds of muscle to put on with cycling. Number 3. Cycling is way more cheaper than going on TRT or HRT. People think steroids are expensive, but if you relate the cost to the amount of muscle you will put on, it's worth the price. It's cheaper to buy steroids or Sarms rather than get a personal trainer to follow you. Number 4. PEDs are easily accessible, especially Sarms. Nowadays you can just go on the internet, do a quick Google search, and you'll find tons of websites selling them. You can buy them in 1 second and have them shipped to your house. Next one. If you're IFBB Pro and you need to get on top, you need to use something stronger than HRT, otherwise you won't make it. You will need to use a variety of drugs, each of which will do different things. Some might make you look leaner, some might make you look bulkier. You will eventually need diuretics before a show to look even better. So you can choose the steroid that gives you the desired look or effect that you want. Number 6. You can go on when you want, and you can go off whenever you want. You stop taking them, you do a PCT, and you just keep training. It's not like HRT that you have to use it year-round. Another advantage not many people might think of. You can experimenting the way you want with steroids or Sarms to get the best results for you expectations. You can also decide the doses. You're free. But using steroids or Sarms, it's not all gold. There are also negative consequences. Number 1 would be, steroids use may be illegal in your country, so you risk to get arrested for buying or selling them. Sarms are a different story. In fact, they are only banned for human consumption, but it's not illegal to sell and buy them. Number 2. This is the hugest one in my opinion, one of the worst effect. You lose all your gains when you go off cycle. You can't expect to do a cycle, put on 10 pounds of muscle, then stop taking steroids, and think that you will keep your gains. Sorry, but this is just a dream. There is no way you're keeping all your size and strength that you had while you're on. A lot of people have no problem training when they're on, but once they go off cycle, it's a whole different story. They will lack motivation to work out and might even stop training because they don't feel anymore that drives that you get when you're on gears. Instead, with HRT you might build less overall muscle, but you will always keep your gains because you will be always on. You don't have to stop your cycle, do a PCT, before start another one. Number 3. When you go off steroids, you need to do a PCT to restore your body hormonal balance. Otherwise you risk losing even more muscle and feeling a lot worse. And to do a PCT it costs money. Number 4. You may experience erectile dysfunction when you come off. Also, you will lose a lot of sex drive and you might need to use Viagra or Cialis to get things moving. Number 5. You can't be 100% sure that you're getting what you're paying for, especially if you don't know your supplier. In fact, a lot of PEDs are faked and sold on the market, so you might risk buying something that doesn't work. Number 6. This is a big one. Health consequences. Steroids and Sarms may have pretty bad side effects on your health. Those compounds are hepatotoxic, meaning that they can damage your liver. They also are going to affect your cholesterol levels, making LDL rise and HDL go down. So, if you ever consider start taking any kind of gear, please think twice, because it's not something to be decided with a light heart. My recommendation will always be stay natural in order to stay healthy and live longer. However, if you ever think taking something, I think that HRT or TRT might be safer from a health perspective. But always speak with your doctor before taking any decision. Hope you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like and share it with your friends. See you on the next one.